gonna start this all nice and normal and natural.
No Talent Beats.
Boy, yo. What up, though?
What's going on, my guy?
I'm chilling, son. How you be, bro?
I'm good, man. Totes my goats.
Totes my goats. This guy. Whose man's is this, bro? Totes my goats. Yo, but first and foremost, I do want to put a quick shout out to this mic. Because this audio, those of y'all that have been following since probably episode 1, it might sound a little different. You know, I think we finally figured it out. It only took us like 20 episodes.
For y'all who just watch the videos, the videos don't really pick up on the problem, but for everyone who's actually listening on the podcast,
Yeah.
the mics have been a little bit off.
They've been off.
Yeah.
But it's actually going to be pretty interesting because we're going to get a mic for the iPhone, son.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to get all that stuff.
But with that,
But
welcome to the Educated Brothers Podcast.
Oh, yeah. We back. We back, baby.
We back, baby.
We back, baby.
You know, how you been, Dante?
Bro, I've been all right. Today was a long day, but overall, I've been all right.
Overalls?
Yeah. Oh. Like a pair of Wrangler jeans.
Dun dun dun.
I really don't like you, yo. This guy is like, anyway, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, bro. I just been bad busy doing a bunch of like programs and stuff like that, trying to get stuff off the ground. You know, every day is a new day to do something different, so I'm just out here trying to do something different, bro. But it's all good.
To be great. No,
It's gonna be that.
You not fucking with my catchphrases. I don't like it.
Nah, because your catchphrases ain't your catchphrases.
I made them.
Did you? Because it sounded like Tony the Tiger.
You mean Tony the Tigger?
Yeah,
That nigga named Tone the Tigger.
and he just be like, yeah, they mad good. Tone the Tigger, son. You better eat these flakes and you gonna like it. Yo, bro. How you be? Son?
You know, it just made me think of,
What's that?
Like, you ever walk into like a corner store or bodega and you see like the Crysdale box of cereal instead of Frosted Flakes? What that shit was called? Like White Snow?
It's like Sugar Flakes or something.
And the fucking tiger looked like he drugged out.
A tiger just came out of the AA meetings and shit, son.
That nigga like
He just did a line. He was like, "Yo, these are so good."
these shit's mad
Yeah,
high.
Sugar Flakes.
But nah, I'm good though, bro. You know, you deal with everyday nonsense, but you know, if you keep pushing through it, you don't let anything get you as down as it could. You just gotta live. Well, I've adapted to moniker it is what it is because I truly feel that way about a lot of shit now. I don't let things get me how they used to get me because it is what it is.
What you gonna do, right? You know, we should take a shot to that, bro.
I'm with that.
You know, it is what it is.
My
son.
little AC shot glasses.
You know what I'm saying? These things clank, clank. I feel like one of them old English people.
Come on, bro.
No Talent Beats.
That was a double.
Absolutely.
That was a double. But
Woo,
hold up.
This guy. But welcome back, y'all. Today's episode, we actually want to discuss a pretty hot topic. You know, don't say it.
What? I didn't even get my chance to say anything yet.
Go ahead, say it.
You should put the echo on. You got the echo. Put the echo on.
Nah, let me turn this echo on real quick. Go ahead, son.
The swap heard around the world.
Around the
World. If y'all know what we talking about, this nigga Will Smith got a problem with his hands.
Yo.
Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
You heard him, son. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Listen.
Son, you know Jersey got some hands up. First of all, we gonna talk about that. Everybody got their hands
You know what's
on
funny?
this, bro.
Before we get into how we feel about
we gonna get into it, bro.
a lot of people haven't been speaking on this. Chris Rock had to catch himself. If you see in that split second after he got hit, his fist was balled up. He reacted as if he was about to throw a punch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in that split second, it hit him like, you know what? It ain't worth it.
I don't know if I saw what you saw, bro. To me, it looked like...
He backed up like
Now,
this.
the backup, yeah, but I don't look like he was getting ready
Now,
to...
see, because everyone think that, like, oh, he got smacked and that was it. You can see in his face, that's not I just got hit. It is what it is. I'm scared. Even when he was talking afterwards, he was like, bro, wow.
Yo, that shit.
When niggas do that, that mean they really want to like fight.
Like, wow, dude. I just said a G.I. Jane joke. Wow.
Listen.
Right.
I'm telling you straight up. If there was any other setting and not the Oscars, there definitely would have been some tussling. And the shit that makes me mad about it too is that, you know, they're boys. They're not like the best of friends, but they're cool. I think Will felt too comfortable in knowing that Chris wasn't going to do nothing back to him.
I won't dispute that. I mean, I think the bigger... Well, go ahead. I'll let you finish your thought.
No. So, I'll ask you first.
No
What are your
talent
feelings
beats.
about what happened?
In terms of, like, the whole thing? Like, the entire thing of what I feel happened? 'Cause I'll just let you know. So,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
personally, you know, there's multiple angles that I can attack for this, right? So, we'll start with the main event, just so to speak. The slap. Me personally, do I think the slap was warranted? Absolutely not. Now, I get it. You know, I've been doing my research, doing things. You know, it was a distasteful joke, I will say, in a way, only because of, you know, the condition that she has. So it can be seen as a distasteful joke. It could. But in the sense of, I understand where you're coming from, but it could be seen
You talking? I ain't saying nothing.
as a distasteful joke. Me personally, you know my sense of humor, bruh. I laugh at everything that is awkward, everything that you're not supposed to. So I'm a terrible judge of what we should and shouldn't laugh at. However, what I'm saying is, was it warranted for him to get up and do that? Absolutely not. Do I understand why he did it? Yes. Because people have been playing with this man's name for a minute. And the thing that I discovered from the slap, that slap wasn't for Chris Rock. It just so happens that Chris Rock just was the one that said something. That slap was dead ass for everybody who made the memes, everybody who out here with the jokes, everybody who out here cracking shit. That was for everybody. Like, that was one of those where it was like, nah, that wasn't just about Chris. It just so happens that he said the joke that kind of set him over the edge. There was a lot more to that slap, son.
I'm shaking my head in agreement because I wholeheartedly agree with that.
It was more than that slap, son.
Because I've written posts on Facebook, I've written posts on Instagram, I've written posts on Twitter. I said exactly that. Chris Rock just so happened to be the receiver of something that's been building up for about like 3 years. You know, the joke wasn't even directed really at Will. It was directed at Jada. And I've heard worse about her condition.
This guy, son.
If y'all know what I'm talking about, Corey Holcomb said that Jada Pinkett looked like the Black Iron Man. It's not funny.
Somebody get this man.
It's not funny. But my thing
Somebody
is,
get this man, son.
my thing is, I'll start with this. It's wrong for them to believe that everyone knows about her condition, because if they're not all the way in their business, like some people can be, you're not going to know that she has.
Bro, I didn't know she had anything until afterwards.
So the name of the condition she had is alopecia.
Yeah.
There's multiple ways.
Alopecia. In like 3rd grade.
Shut up.
Son. She was crazy.
Anyway, there's multiple ways to, you know, be diagnosed with that. But one of the main triggers of it is stress. She's clearly been stressing. You know, a lot of that stress led to her entanglements, you know, but
we all make choices in life.
We're not gonna get in that. But my thing is, a lot of people want to gas that up to be like this horrible disease.
Bruh.
She can literally...
Yo, son. Go ahead.
Nah, like,
Because I did my research on it, bro. I literally looked it up. Because I didn't want to be funny, bro. I was like, yo, son, maybe it's deeper rooted. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get chicken pox, it turns into shingles. So I'm thinking, like, maybe it's deeper.
we're gonna get into the real reason why people are gassing that up.
Mhm.
But just for my opinion on everything, like you said, Will was put in a position that he felt like he had to react the way that he did. Because everyone's like, oh, people laugh and they're uncomfortable. Absolutely. But if you go back and watch it, he legit thought that joke was funny.
Yeah.
And
He was really laughing.
it wasn't until he saw Jada's face and realized that she did not like that shit. Will had to sit up there and think, this is my moment.
Mhm.
This lady has been embarrassing the fuck out of him for the last 3 years. People want to follow in the whole August Alsina thing. I want to up you. Not only did she do the whole August Alsina thing, and everyone believes they're in open relationships, which they have denied.
Mm-hmm.
She literally called what she did cheating. That's why she called it an entanglement.
It sounds sexier when you say entanglement.
Yeah, entanglement. Now, she literally, like 2 episodes on the Red Table Show, after she did that bullshit, opened her mouth and said she's not being pleased the way she needs to be in bed.
I remember that.
So,
she, I mean, hold up, son. We had to have a discussion.
I'm listening.
Right?
Listen.
I'm simply saying that there are people out there who I've actually spoken to who have said, like, it was taken out of context. She wasn't necessarily saying, again, hear me.
Did you listen to it?
Bruh.
Did you watch it?
I'm telling you what other opinions have said about what you're saying.
Let me guess. Who were those people you spoke to?
What do you think they were?
I'm not even gonna get into that because that's messy. We're in the same brain. We're in the same wavelength.
Tell the people them, son.
No, because that's similar to that nonsense that fucking Steph Curry's wife said a couple years ago. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that because people.
Bro, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just playing devil's advocate.
But people want to make sense of shit they want to make sense of when they want to make sense of it. Cause that's bullshit, bro.
Son, it always sounds better when, you know what? We not gonna get into it because I'm gonna probably end up incriminating myself.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just move on.
We're
to
not
the
gonna
next
do
part.
that. But you know what I was getting at. But my thing with that, so she said that shit. I don't care what you know what else said. She said that shit. So she opened her mouth.
Oh my god.
She opened her mouth and said what she said, and then it's like, yo, what are you doing to this man? And then something that people don't really speak on that really touched me. That episode of the Red Table Talk where they did bring up August and they was talking about everything. Literally, they brought up how she was unhappy when Will had built the house they're living in, literally for her. She was stressing about her career, things was going wrong. You know, she just became really down about herself. So Will thought to himself, you know what? I've been listening to things she's been saying. Let me build her the castle that she wants. She had the nerve to say she hated it because she had no part in it. I've spoken to multiple women about this. What women on this earth would receive almost a $10 million home from their husband and would have been mad about it?
I mean, I don't know too many.
I tell you this, and this is my opinion. I have no way of proving this. I don't know them. I don't think she loves him.
Ooh.
I think that she was in love with somebody who she knew would never get their shit correct. You know who I'm talking about. And she had to make the smart choice because she wanted a family. And she knew if she would have went with the other choice that she really wanted, it would have never happened. Obviously.
Well,
because we know what happened to that individual.
We see how history goes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So she's put on this facade that he is it. And he deep in his soul knows she's not for him. But he's on record with saying he'll do anything to make his marriage work because he hated himself for getting divorced out of his first marriage. People don't remember.
Don't sleep.
People don't remember.
Don't sleep.
People don't remember.
Don't sleep.
His first child's mom, he actually cheated on her. He got with Jada, and he vowed to never mess up his marriage. So when people wanted to be, when Jada got caught with August, I heard so many people online like, oh, Will was messing with these girls. No, y'all assumed that he was messing with these girls. And all those girls came out and said nothing happened. Jada even said herself, nothing happened. But all of a sudden, we're supposed to forgive what Jada did because they're in an open relationship, or Will was just out here doing that. And the shit that kills me is most of the girls that they were trying to act like he was messing with was women he was doing movies with.
My bad.
Listen.
My bad, son. I told you I laugh at everything, son.
They were fucking women that he was doing movies with. So it's like, of course he's going to be a little bit closer to them than normal women because they're promoting fucking films. And a lot of his films are romantic films, or they have scenes where he has to be romantic with somebody. So it's acting. Women, oh God, I said it. Some women,
You're gonna stand on that hill, bro.
When you edit this video, I want you to emphasize. I want you to put that shit big letter. Some women to flip the script and try to switch blame when shit is going against the woman, because a lot of women believe, and a lot of men think this shit too, and it's a stupid ass train of thought. That
He said stupid again, y'all.
I didn't call them stupid. I just said that thought is stupid. For anyone to believe that no matter what a certain gender does, they can't be wrong is a crazy ass mindset.
Yes. Because everybody does wrong. No matter
everybody does.
Everybody does their fair share of dirt. Absolutely.
Like it's not a gender specific. I can't talk.
Specific.
It's not a gender specific thing for somebody to be a fucking dickhead. You could be a male dickhead. You could be a female dickhead.
Well, wouldn't that be a never mind. I'm not gonna. Never mind.
Stop it.
Because I feel like I was gonna say something that may get me in trouble, so I'm just not gonna say it. It's cool. Go ahead, sir. Proceed.
My point being is, I think a lot of Will's anger, especially what led up to that event, comes from the fact that he knows that Jada is not for him. So he's living a lie and trying to prove to her that he's the guy that she wants him to be. Not realizing that he needs to be the guy that he needs to be. His own mother said today that is not her son who slapped Chris Rock. She doesn't know who that man is. His mom said that.
Well, you know, moms do. I mean, bro, we've heard like serial killers' mothers say like,
No. You're right. But Will Smith isn't a fucking psychopath.
That's true.
So
That's true.
if his mom says something like that and he's real close to his mother, I'm going to believe it. Because when he did that shit, that don't feel like the Will Smith.
First of all, when it happened, I'm not gonna hold you because I didn't necessarily. I don't believe things the first time I see it. And that's just off everything because you know you got to take everything with a grain of salt. So when I seen it, I'm like, nah. Hold up, let me play it back. Let me watch a couple other videos because where the hell did this come from? Because the clip I first saw, bro, he said the joke, Will was laughing, then he got up and slapped him. I'm like, wait, was this a skit or something like that? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, nah. He just heard the joke, and you can peep that Jada wasn't liking that joke at all. She was about to smile, but she heard the punchline, was like, and Will was dying. But the camera don't show them what's happening as soon as, you know. I'm pretty sure she looked at him and was like, and that's when he got up.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna let him talk to me like that?
I thought you was from Philly. That's how she looked at him, son.
And the sad part behind it is, everyone who was like, oh, Will should have did that. He standing for his queen.
First of all, hold on.
He the ho.
I'm listening, bro.
He don't even believe that. You know why he don't believe that? Because that man would never have been crying during that speech. Everybody's like, oh, he was emotional because he won. No, that speech literally was an entire explanation on why he did what he did 10 minutes before.
My thing is, when I hear people say stuff that we all hear the same thing. I saw the same video as everybody else. When people are saying things like, oh no, he was crying. I personally haven't come across anybody who said that to me. And I'm glad they didn't because, it's not even about, like, you don't even got to watch the whole Oscar. You don't got to watch the whole thing. It's about understanding people. If you see somebody do something like that, something out of their character, we all see Will all the time. He's happy. He's always being motivational. At least that's what we see, right? That's what we've seen. And now all of a sudden, he's this angry person who just goes around slapping people. Bro, for me, when I saw it, it wasn't about the whole like, oh, you know, he's being yes, he's being emotional, obviously. But the thing is, it's deeper rooted, and people are saying things like, "Oh, nah, you know, he was he needed to defend his queen." Like for you to, not saying you said it, but when I hear people say that, it's like you guys are perpetuating something that's not necessary. That's like if you went to a comedy club and somebody, the comedian, cracked a joke on you or somebody you're with or whatever. You're not the first initial thought isn't, "Yo, let me go up there and slap them," unless there's another reason as to why that joke is going to trigger you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was like, "Yo, Dante, you mad ugly," blah, 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 I would laugh. Like, yo, it's like, you hilarious as hell. So that's funny. But I'm not going to feel tight about it. Now, if somebody says something that I feel tight about, of course I'm going to get aggressive with it. But in that particular moment, bro, when he was crying on stage, that showed me everything I needed to see. And that's where I came up with the idea. Well, again, reading other, seeing other stuff, that it wasn't just the slap for Chris Rock. It was like, bruh, can y'all leave me alone? That's literally what the cry was about. Can y'all just leave me alone? Like, I don't do nothing. I'm not in y'all face. I'm not trying to wild out. Why y'all keep putting my name in y'all mouth? Can y'all please just stop? Leave me and my family alone is what I'm hearing when I'm seeing him cry. Everybody's like, "Oh no, he was just emotional about winning." My boy has won Grammys before. He's won Oscars, excuse me, not Grammys. He's won Oscars before. He's done.
No, he's won a Grammy.
Oh yeah, because I forgot he was in music too.
He was the first rapper to win
to
a
do
Grammy.
both, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, he's won these. Where I'm going with it is, he's won these awards.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you won't get emotional for winning these awards, but y'all gotta peep what's going on. And what I'm saying about understanding people, if you see somebody do something like that, everybody's crying for like, "Oh, Will, he's wild and he's doing these things." It's like, bruh, yes, it was wild for him to do that, obviously. But do y'all see why it happened? You know what I'm saying? He didn't just go up there and slap him because the joke was. Now, granted, if Chris Rock was up there like, "Yo, that bald head bitch, blah blah blah," like he been wilding, then you deserve to slap him.
Then you get up and fuck him up.
You know what I'm saying?
And I said this too. If he really got that upset for Jada, he should have did that shit after the show.
I'm glad you said it because I was thinking the same exact thing, bro. Backstage type shit.
And with the shit that was killing me, everyone wanted to have their opinion on it, and then around the way type motherfuckers was like, "Oh, he did the right thing." No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
He's not you. That's Will fucking Smith.
Bro.
He has way more to lose than you losing your McDonald's job. Like, than you getting bent and put in Facebook jail for fucking 2 days. Like, he has way more to lose than that. So for him, real talk, do I think they're gonna fucking is Hollywood gonna start blackballing Will Smith? No. But this is a fucking stain on his career no matter what you say, because it's always going to go back to him slapping him.
It's always going to
go back to him.
It's always going to get brought up because people have even said like
they spoke about this shit on a sports show the next day.
Bruh, because we're speaking about it right now. It's hot news. At the end of the day, you would never expect that at the Oscars. You follow Shiggy, right?
Yeah.
Shiggy was like, "Yo, the Oscars trying to get niggas to watch the Oscars."
And the fucked up part is, and this is what also made me mad. And when the stupid people out here like, "Oh, he should have did it," you have to. And by all means, I'm about to say something. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna get back into it because I know past episodes I've spoke on it. We all have our breaking points. Mm-hmm. I've done shit in this life that till this day I still regret and I hate myself for doing. But you have to keep moving, learn from your mistakes, and make sure it never happens again.
Don't regret those, bro. You just gotta learn from
exactly.
it. You gotta use those as part of your journey.
Exactly. You make sure you learn from it and allow it to never happen again. So I'm not saying that Will's not human. I just wish that he had the sense for 2 seconds to be like, you know what? Let me not do this. And even while he was walking, because he had a little distance to walk, it should have hit him and be like, you know what? Let me just go up here and play like I was just fucking around with him.
Bruh, no.
No, but here it is. Like I said, I know it would have looked stupid.
Because it would have looked dumb as hell. Like,
but
if he was serious.
If he would have went up there and went like that, they could have played off as a joke.
If he would have pump faked them, absolutely.
So
if he would have made him like do one of those try to jump type junks, absolutely.
My point in this is saying Will's gonna hate himself for a while for this shit. And on top of everything that was happening that night, Questlove won a fucking Oscar for his documentary that he made. Mm-hmm. Samuel Jackson received his first Oscar that night.
Was it for Snakes on a Plane?
No, it was just
it was Snakes on a Plane, bro.
It was a Lifetime Achievement Award, basically, and he should have been got it. And this is his first Oscar for the first time.
Danielle should have been got it, bro. I'm sorry.
For the first time ever, the Oscar was for being produced by a black man.
Mm-hmm.
That black man then hired an all-black production cast to produce the entire show.
The Oscars.
Yes.
That's why Will sent an apology to him as well.
Bruh, this was the worst timing for that. Because now it's like, we can't get these niggas shit.
See what happens when we let
Yeah,
them be
yeah,
in
yeah.
charge, blah, blah, blah.
Sometimes you have to think, and what's the saying? You have to sometimes understand that things are bigger than you, and what you're feeling is way less and minute compared to the moment.
But then also, to your point, we've all had times where we've done something out of character that, you know, we wish we could take back, kind of thing. You know, this may be one of those moments for him. So I'm not even on the judge train of like, you know, oh, you know, everybody, we set up this platform and look at black people and blah, 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 blah. For me, it's more so like he made an unfortunate mistake at the worst possible time, absolutely.
And that's why.
But it's something like you just said. You literally just said.
And you can hear
no one's perfect.
And you
so,
can hear the wording. It's not like, why the fuck would you do that? No, it's, damn, I wish he didn't do this in this moment.
Yeah.
It's not a, you fucking suck for that. It's a.
Yeah, and again, that's from you.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to everybody in the world, but speaking to you, I'm hearing you say it that way.
Yeah, and I don't. We're human. And I think people forget that these celebrities, even though they got money, they're fucking human.
Yo, they're not superheroes.
Yeah, like,
they're
if I
regular
shot one of them, they
people
want
like all
to
of
bleed.
us.
So it's like, shit like this was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks that it happened in that moment.
Yeah. And again, it was an irrational reaction,
Yeah.
but in the moment, it felt needed, at least for him in the moment. And again, I'm not going to say, or, you know, damnate somebody and go, oh, no, so we going to cancel Will Smith. Bro, we not going to do all that. Because at the end of the day, me personally, I see a man who made a mistake. Granted, I don't condone the mistake, and we all got to learn from those kind of things. I would hope that he did learn from it. But at the same time, we got to understand that in that moment, like I said in the beginning, it was deeper rooted than just that particular joke. Because I ain't going to hold you. That joke wasn't that bad, bro.
It wasn't.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
And truth be told, like, and
I've heard worse.
This is my opinion. Other people might disagree, whatever. Chris Rock has never been that funny to me.
Oh, yeah, unpopular opinion. Well, maybe it's not unpopular. I've always found it to be very funny. But I've read somewhere, that he's actually not liked by a lot of celebrities.
Yes, because
of his bluntness and his demeanor.
Exactly.
Everything to him is a moment where he's got to be on stage, and it's not even a stage.
Exactly.
Like, he's always got to make a joke or something like that.
And people, I agree with this. I felt like it wasn't white people's place to make comments or opinion on this situation.
I ain't hear no white people say that.
But no white people said it.
Oh, okay.
We said it.
Oh, okay.
And I agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the right white person said something, and I wholeheartedly agreed with him. Jim Carrey.
My boy.
And if people don't know Jim Carrey, his background, Jim Carrey got his big break on In Living Color.
In Living Color.
So I'm not saying Jim Carrey's black, but he understands the struggle, and he's not one of those people who are against us.
Mm-hmm.
My thing with what Jim said he can't believe that they allowed Will to stay on the show, and not only stay, they allowed him to accept that award and give that speech. His mindset behind it was, you just basically put it out there that it's okay for anyone to go up there and attack a host, no matter what the joke is. And in retrospect, like you said, people can get mad about how upset it made Jada because she has the condition that she has. Everyone doesn't know that. That joke, in retrospect, was not that bad. And I understand everyone takes things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks and stones might not hurt you, but it may hurt me. I get that. But in that moment, you know the type of fucking humor Chris Rock brings.
Mm-hmm.
If you felt some type of way about it, being that you guys all know each other, hang out with each other, bring it up to him after the show. I got somebody argue with me on Facebook earlier about it. And, you know, I told myself I'd stop getting mad and actually have civilized conversations with people, even when the energy towards me is weird. Because that's the piece I'm trying to bring myself.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't Jada stop him?
It was to your point. She wanted to probably see what he was going to do.
And And my issue with that is, and I'm just being real, and it's the truth, it's fact. Y'all can be like, oh, it's sexist. Will has more to lose than she does. He has way more to lose than she does.
Does he?
Will Smith just won an Oscar that night. He slapped somebody that they're trying to take away from him. They might, not trying, but they might take away from him.
They might take the Oscar from him?
Yes, because they have in their guidelines and policies, you're not allowed to hit anybody at the show. That's literally a written rule. You know I'm in deep in shit, so I read up on stuff.
Way too deep. That's why we got to do what Quavo and them trying to do and do our own.
No, but...
Because so that way we could be like Riley and them throwing chairs and shit from the Boondocks.
That's the nigga, the Source Awards? We trying to recreate the Source Awards, nigga?
Dancing in the videos. That's what we trying to do, son.
Bro, but my thing is like, it don't even have to be that, because there's so many black award shows that go smoothly. The NAACP awards go smoothly every year. It's a beautiful thing. I ain't seen nobody fighting at the BET Awards ever.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
Ever. So I don't want to make the assumption that when it's us, it's always bullshit, because it's not.
Nah,
we
bro,
can,
this is one of those that you can't use in a sample size. Like, come on, son.
But it's
like,
fucked up because people as humans have a tendency of always forgetting the good things and only remembering the bad shit.
Nah, son.
Because soon as this happened, I'm not saying everybody, but it was too many people like, oh, it had to be us.
Everything.
Shit happens, bro.
First of all, everything don't. Never mind. I ain't even about to get into that. That's a whole other topic too, bro. And me personally, unpopular opinion, everything that deals with us, black people, is not always racially charged. Like, everything is not always racially charged. And I know that's unpopular. It's like, no, because it's always... Bro, it's not always. I had
a white lady say to me today, I can't believe they're trying to make this about race. And I looked at her like, thank you.
Bro, I'm sick. Everything don't gotta be about race or politics. Like, God damn.
Listen, like, and it's fucked up. Because and that plays into why I just wish that Will had that clemency on that walk to just be like, let me find a way.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Where was he sitting?
He was sitting directly. See, you didn't even watch it.
No, I don't watch award shows.
They were sitting directly in front. How the camera is facing us.
Yeah.
They're sitting like we're sitting, and the camera is Chris Rock. They're sitting directly.
Oh, so it was
in
like
front
a straight beeline to the main,
right
to the stage.
So it wasn't like Chris Rock said this shit and they were in the crowd. He was looking dead at them.
Son, imagine Will like in the back, like, excuse me, walking from the back all the way to the front.
No, and I wish he was, because Denzel and them would have stopped him. At that point, because Denzel spoke to him afterwards. They not stupid. Him and Tyler Perry would have just asked that shit like, yo, bro, you can't do that.
Yeah.
This moment is bigger than you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he wasn't realizing. It was too much black power going on that night to be overshadowed by something so fucking stupid. And to the person, I don't think she's gonna listen, because I don't think she listens to our podcast, but I'm gonna say it anyway. To the person who reacted to what I said on Facebook earlier, this wasn't an attack on woman of what I said. And I'm gonna tell everybody what I said. I basically said Will needs to find a way in his heart to move on from Jada. At this point, I understand you believe that you need to make sure your marriage is good. Ask that. Once you have kids, your number one priority should be to make sure your kids are good. All your kids are grown, all your kids are successful in life on their own already. You know what's fucked up? I actually listen to Jaden Smith. The motherfucker is talented.
Yeah, he's nice.
On the mic, Jaden Smith's a really good... I'll even say this. I might get heat for it. I don't care. Jaden Smith is miles ahead in rapping than his dad.
I mean, I won't disagree with that.
The nigga can spit.
He's got bars, and he also has a unique ear when it comes to sounds.
Yes. And it's his.
Yeah.
And I love when musicians can do that. He came into it and he made his lane. He didn't hop on nobody else's wave. He didn't try to make his music sound nobody else's. Yes, you can be influenced by other people, but you have to make it your own. And he's done that. And I've been telling y'all niggas for years, I listen to him. And I always felt weird to listen to him because I'm so much older than him. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. But he can spit.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's nice. So, your kids are successful. You ain't got nothing to worry about right now. He need to find it in his heart to get away from her. She's proven time after time again she don't want you, bro. She like the idea of you, but you're not what she want.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Go look at the nigga she was fucking with. August is, even though August is R&B nigga, he's closer than Pac than Will is.
Mm-hmm.
He tatted up. He presents himself as a street nigga. He's on songs talking about how he be fucking bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Literally got caught up in this shit, and him and Rick Ross dropped a song called Entanglement.
They did. They marketing.
That's the shit she likes. She likes that shit. And being a dude from the hood, I understand that hood women tend to like hood niggas.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She wants that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Will ain't it. She tried to build a life for Will because it made sense for her. She can have these kids. She know that Will is gonna be successful. She know Will don't start trouble. She know Will ain't gonna put her into no shit. So let me go along for the ride. But I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker know that he's not what I want. You can fucking shine it up. You can put glitter on it. You can fucking put gold on it.
I know what you're gonna say.
She literally said this nigga does not please her. I don't care how you try to word that. If you have the balls to go on fucking Facebook Live
Baby.
on that Red Table Talk show and say that, how we working? What I did?
So wait, you said all this on Facebook, and this is what they said that
She said that shit.
that you hated women. No, I'm trying to see the part where you hate women.
Oh.
You hated about women.
I'm sorry, I got off topic.
Yes, that's all good.
So, I basically said that Will needs to leave Jada. Jada has done everything to embarrass him.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, why in the hell she not stop him from doing what he did?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was ample amount of time for her to be like, babe, no. Even while he was walking. Even if she would have just said it, babe, no. He wouldn't have done that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she wanted to see Chris Rock get hit. Because at that point, you know what he doing. He ain't going up there to say, hey, my man, what's
Hey,
up?
Chill, bro. Don't say that joke and walk back.
Don't you say that. Don't you fucking say that.
Don't do that. Okay, I don't like that. He was not gonna go up there and have a discussion.
At that point, you know it was about to go down. And she did nothing to prevent it. And not only did she not did nothing to prevent it, she seemed fucking happier throughout the rest of the night that he did it.
Mm.
It's not about, and for all the women who were online saying, oh, he was protecting his queen. At what point are you going to protect your king? Because she has done none of that. And that's what I said. Somebody wrote underneath me saying that, oh, blame the woman. In this point, everyone is entitled, everybody is responsible for how they carry themselves. I'm not saying that it's 100% her fault.
Mm-hmm.
But it is fucking ignorant if you choose not to see that she's pushing him to be this way. And a lot of what happened is directly caused by the shit she started. Because she wanted views on her show. Because even if the shit with August happened,
Mm-hmm.
guess how we found out?
There was Red Table Talk when it came out, right? Don't let them fool you.
August said something.
No.
August, it actually started this way. August went on Instagram, put up a whole post about how much he loved her and all that shit that went down.
I remember that.
Jada they never had to go on Red Table Talk. It could have just been what it was. They could have either denied it or spoke privately and left it at that. I honestly, in my heart, I can't prove it, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I felt stupid in thinking this, but I believe it now.
Okay.
I think she put August up to it. She needed material for her show. The show was doing okay, but it wasn't doing the numbers that I thought. And we were still in the midst of the fucking pandemic. The height of the pandemic, excuse me. I honestly feel like she was like, here.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the most far-fetched idea.
That happened.
But like you said, we have no physical proof. It's more so just a thought. I wasn't thinking it before, but now that you said it, it just makes my little antenna go boop boop.
It's crazy, bro. Like I said, we don't know these celebrities.
Don't know them
So-
campaign.
But another thing that bothers me is people like, oh, you don't know these celebrities. Why you talking about it? Bro, they're celebrities for a reason. They put their stuff out in the open for us to talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it.
It's like if we wasn't supposed to talk about it, it wouldn't have got brought up, right?
Like,
I mean, that's just at least what I'm thinking.
yeah, like, and yes, you could put your own opinions to it because it's like, yo, I can understand and relate to some type of shit. So it's like, I wish that Will could, this is my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I wish that Will could find it in his heart to realize, like, yo, she ain't it. And I know it's hard. I feel like everyone's dealt with that one relationship. They're like, yo, man, I need to get out of it. But I don't know how to.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Girl, it's not you, it's me. Don't be on me. Nah, but Will need to find it in his heart to do what's best for him. I'll say that. And my opinion is she's not it. And it's so messed up, bro. He need to just let her go. That she's so fucking toxic, bro. And I just go back to that. There's no way she couldn't have not stopped him.
Maybe she was like, babe, no.
She whispered. She's like, I said something. No. What you mean I ain't trying to stop him? I said something to him. Really?
Say no, babe, please, no.
Everyone was
It's too
quiet.
far.
Everyone was quiet. We heard him say,
Son,
keep
but
your
I'm-
wife's name. Keep my wife's name. I just
Yo, it
fucking
was, you
know.
can hear a pin drop when he said it, bro. Pete, did you see with Peter's face? What was going on, son? When I tell you.
Now that's laughing
Now
uncomfortable. She's
that-
like, she's smiling.
She was like, oh, he's for real. Oh.
This shit is real? This ain't stage?
It's real. Yo, so y'all, it's been another pleasure talking about all our shenanigans. Who knows what that next episode.
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. I'll make it quick.
It's all good.
It seemed like all the toxic niggas that are celebrities was like, yeah, Will. You'll realize that most of the people who agree with that shit that he did are toxic as fuck. And I'll leave it at that. And I don't care who gets mad at it. Whatever.
Kiss my so what?
Guess what? So what?
So with that being
2
said,
times.
y'all, we about to get on up out of here. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Again, we don't know what we're gonna be talking about. We never do. It's our show, so we're gonna figure it out as we go along. But thank y'all for joining us on this journey. Normally he does this.
Go Talent Beats. Play us out. We catch y'all.
We out of
No
here.
Talent Beats.